begin by welcoming our monastics, our friends and neighbors. Thank you for coming today. And our theme is Many Paths to Enlightenment. British people drink tea, Americans drink coffee. British play rugby, Americans play football. British eat scones, and Americans eat fried Twinkies. However, we share many core ideas in common with our mother country. Just as regional and cultural differences affect our day-to-day lives, so do they affect how Buddhism spread and was embraced and practiced. There are many different types of Buddhism because the emphasis changes from country to country due to customs and culture. What does not vary is the essence of the teaching, the Dhamma, or the truth. Think of many variations of sugar: brown sugar, white sugar, rock sugar, syrup, and icing sugar, but it is all sugar and it all tastes sweet. It is produced in different forms so that it can be used in different ways. They are all Buddhism, and it all has the same taste, the taste of freedom. Buddhism has evolved into different forms so that it can be relevant to the different cultures in which it exists. It has been reinterpreted over the centuries so that it can remain relevant to each new generation. Outwardly, the types of Buddhism may seem very different, but at the center of all of them is the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. All major religions, Buddhism included, have split into schools and sects. But the different sects of Buddhism have never gone to war with each other, and to this day, they go through each other's temples and worship together. Such tolerance and understanding is certainly wonderful. There are now a number of traditions exploring ways to integrate the various Buddhist traditions and adapt them to contemporary circumstances in Western culture and psychology. Because Buddhism is a system based on practice and individual experience rather than on theology or dogma, the different forms that have emerged differ less in what they believe the Buddha's teachings to be than how they believe Buddhism should be practiced in daily life. We're going to begin today the program with the Theravada tradition, and we have Dr. Kongsak Tanphaichitr in the Thai temple, and after him we will have a wonderful performance on the Native American fiddle.
First, I will be demonstrating how we pay respect to the Triple Gem Buddha Dhamma Sangha with Benjang Pradeep, which is the way we prostrate it with 5 parts of your body, 2 knees, 2 palms, 1 forehead. So 5 parts is the highest way to pay respect to in Buddhism. So we bow 3 times and so on. And then the first one to the Buddha, then the second one to the Dhamma, and the third to the Sangha. As we recite Pali, you can see the meaning of it.
Buddhaṃ Bhagavaṃ Abhivādeni Savakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅghang Namami.
Next, I'll be showing how we do practice meditation in Theravada Buddhism. The one we do at the Thai temple here is called Rhythmic Dynamic Meditation. Basically, this follows the 4 foundations of mindfulness. This is in the sutra. You can look up at the Thai temple website or on Buddhist Council website. We post it up there, the whole sutra. The reason is human beings suffer our own thoughts, basically your own biased thoughts. But you cannot, your mind is not strong enough or aware enough to see the true nature of things, of impermanence, imperfection, selfless nature. So we now bias thought all the time, think everything is permanent, perfect, and yours. So how to unwind it? The Buddha gave us the antidote, as I mentioned earlier, the 4 foundations of mindfulness in the handout there. Basically, it's a method of observe oneself, self-observation of your own body, feeling, mind, mental phenomena, which is basically the 4 aspects of your life of a person. And there are various techniques to observe the body, as I wrote it down in there, on the mindful awareness of your body on the first sheet, right after the praying. The frequent method that people do is called mindfulness with breathing. I won't go into that because other people will be teaching you today. Second is 4 major posture, which we all do: walking, standing, sitting, laying down. That you become aware of it. Third one is the one I will show today, called self-awareness technique. Basically, it's a subtle movement, a minor movement, which the Buddha described as one would be aware when you're stepping forward or backward, like in the Thai corner, like the airport restroom. You turn backward, you want to hit the toilet bowl. So you have to be aware of yourself. And then aware when you look ahead or sideways, aware when you stretch or bend, aware when you get dressed, aware when you eat, when you drink, when you chew food or taste food, aware when you urinate, aware when you defecate. Getting a little bit complex, but that's the true nature of things. And aware when you walk, when you stand, when you sit, when you go to bed. Basically cover the second one I mentioned: walking, standing, sitting, laying down. Aware when you went to bed, fall asleep. Aware when you wake up. Aware when you talk. Aware when you remain silent, which is even harder. So what is wonderful about these 4 foundations of mindfulness is that the Buddha proclaimed this is supreme path that will purify all beings, let one transcend grief, sorrow, lamentation, overcome anxiety, depression, and suffering. Let you understand the essential Dharma, which is the Noble Eightfold Path, the middle path, and to attain Nirvana, ultimate peace and happiness. So I mentioned 3 of them. The 4th one is about how you analytically see things, like see 32 parts of your body, like your scalp hair, bodily hair, your skin, your nail, your teeth, your liver, spleen, muscle, tendon, blood, sweat, tears, and so on. So then see the dirtiness, uncleanness. And the next one is to categorize them. So the solidity, which is earth, the liquidity, which is the liquid in your body, your sweat and so on. And then wind, which is your gas, and fire, which is a metabolic heat. And the last one is about a nine-channel state that you see decaying corpse. You can't go to cemetery to see this unless you go to India. So we skip the last one. So I will concentrate on the third one, which is the subtle movement. As I mentioned, the Buddha described what subtle thing you would do. So the modified technique is called rhythmic dynamic meditation. Basically, that you become aware of subtle movement. This is called rhythmic dynamic meditation of Luangpor Teean, who revived this ancient technique on body movement. First, I want you to experience how self-awareness is. You can open and close your fist. You can sense that. You can circle your fingers. You sense that. Try the tip of the 10 digits together lightly. People who wear gloves may have to take it off, but you can sense it through that anyway. It's very pronounced. Yeah? This is called self-awareness. So we start with experiencing. We all have this. We neglect it. So you awaken this bodily awareness, which is one of the perceiving six sense organs: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. The body. This is the largest sensory organ of your body. 1.73 square meters. They teach that in medicine school. We neglect that. Eye is so small, but it's sneak. I can see a mile away, but I cannot go past my body. So it's in this body that we're not let it pass that. So you experience within this body. So we start with put your palms on your thigh there. You can sense that. It's just that's our awareness. I let you experience that. Feel your right palm up, aware of it. Bring it up, down to your tummy, be aware. Left palm up, down to your tummy. Slide your right palm, be aware. Bring it out, bring it down, turn it down. Same way with the left palm, turn it down. So this awakens your bodily awareness. Luangpor Teean stated that when you aware of your body, it awakens your body. When you aware of your mind, it awakens your mind. Isn't that wonderful? From being unaware, you become aware of yourself physically and mentally. Same awareness. And he even say, observe your body, which you should be doing. See mind. It's automatic. Same awareness that you see your mind. Observe the thoughts. See the truth on Dharma. Observe action. See Nirvana, the ultimate peace and happiness. Observe changing nature. See ultimate reality, which is deal with your body, your mental activity, your mind, and Nirvana, which is ultimate reality. So, as we become aware through this body movement, you don't have to know left or right hand. Don't have to know how many steps in there. Don't count, because that's all conceptual. Just simply aware that your body is moving at certain time. And don't fixate your mind at your hands. Simply acknowledge the movement. If you fixate your mind at your hand, you only gain awareness of your hand. So what? Nothing more, nothing less. So you want your mind to be steady, but yet you can be aware of everything around you. You do this with your mind, with your eye open. So you incorporate this awareness of body movement in your daily living, which is wonderful, because then you can practice all day long. You don't have to be sitting meditating, but you can do in your mundane living, like washing the dish, cleaning your face, brush your teeth, cooking, laundry. You can become aware of yourself. When you walk from one place to another, you can become aware of it, which is wonderful. It awakens you up without having to invest anything, except embed your mindfulness there. It's a bargain of your life once you become aware of it. About 10 years ago, I went to interfaith dialogue that Dr. Austin conducted, and at the JCCA, at the Jewish Community Center. And one lady turned back to me. She was sitting in the front row. Said, I know you, but you don't know me. I came to your temple 2 years ago, and I'm still doing this. Isn't that wonderful? And then she saw the benefit of it. So you do at your own pace. Keep doing that. And then what's the insight in doing this? It looks weird, but it has great meaning. It's wonderful. Cut through your thoughts. The Buddha said you can gain insight into this by being aware of yourself. Physically, you're aware that you're sitting internally. How do you know? You know with your proprioceptive sense that you're not leaning forward or backward, you're not falling, you're in balanced posture. The proprioceptive sense that you know internally, that you physically. Externally, you have with this hand movement. Okay, pure perception. We call perceptual processing. You're not in the thought, it's just called conceptual processing. So we're the pure processing. So all of a sudden you become aware of yourself externally and internally, physically. So it's a feeling. You can sense feeling of comfort, discomfort. You get achy once you wave your hand too long. Or you feel happy or unhappy internally, or neutral feelings. So you can sense your feeling externally through your body, or internally through your mind, mental aspect of happiness and happiness, or neutral feelings. Or through your mind, you can sense that. Whether your mind is steady or unsteady. Is your mind roaming outwardly, or stay anchored within this body? Okay, so you know where your mind is, right? Hope it's not running around the thoughts. Okay, that's what we do, roaming around the thoughts. So you anchor your mind here. Your mind is steady or unsteady? Is your mind filled with anger or desire or with hatred or delusion of ego or self? Or your mind free of anger? Or your mind free of desire or greed? Or your mind free of ego or delusion? So you can know your mind as it is. And you can see mental phenomena. That's a fourth foundation, like you see the external sphere, like sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thoughts, interact with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. It generates what is called eye consciousness. Like you hear this sound, it's because of ear consciousness. You cannot use your ear to hear, to see. It has to hear only. So it's very specific. So it's the brain pathway, they show that. But you need this eye consciousness, ear consciousness that arise and cease. When they stop talking, they disappear. When they talk, came back again. This ear consciousness. It's arising and ceasing all the time. So you use this body, feeling, mind, and mental phenomena. That's a tool for you to be aware of yourself, acknowledge, to be mindful. You see it arising and ceasing of all phenomena that arise at this body, feeling, mind, and mental phenomena. And you can see there's no body, no person, no self, not yours or mine, in any of this. It's just a phenomenon that ongoing, interactive, arising and ceasing all the time. If you see it clearly, you free of yourself of craving and concepts, no longer clinging to anything in this world, because you free yourself from craving and concepts, and self-concept especially. So that's how you free yourself from suffering, by being aware of yourself at your body, at your feeling, at your mind and mental phenomena. You come to see the true nature of things, that everything is impermanent. It keeps changing all the time, arising and ceasing, imperfect. It's constantly under stress, under pressure. Even your mind is the worst one. And then the last one is you see the selfless nature. Everything is not truly yours. It's just a fleeting phenomenon. So when you see it clearly, your mind gets disenchanted, discern, and liberate, no longer cling to anything by doing that. So that's the key to see through this four foundations of mindfulness, especially to this, observe this subtle bodily movement. You can do this at home. This is against all the recommendation. You can do this at home. It's safe to do that. There's no harm to do that. So not like the other warning. Don't try this at home. So this one you can do at home. It's also your homework to do it. So you become aware of yourself, awaken your body, through awareness of your body. and aware your mind, it awakens your mind by doing this. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.